Hey there, beautiful minds. Welcome back to the channel, or welcome for the first time if you're new here. If you believe in deep stories, real reflections, and lessons that hit where it hurts and heals, you're in the right place. Before we dive into today's story, I'd really appreciate if you could subscribe, and tap that notification bell. It helps this channel grow, helps more people find these stories, and most of all, it lets me keep creating content that actually matters. Now, let me tell you a story about Rogers, about the kind of love that feels like fire and leaves you in ashes. A Zen Stoic journey through chaos, stillness, and the signs we always see, but rarely listen to. Rogers had a type, the kind of women who didn't just walk into a room. They arrived like thunder on a quiet day. Mysterious, seductive, a little wild. They made him feel alive, and that feeling he mistook for love. One by one, they came into his life like hurricanes. And one by one, they left wreckage in their wake. But they all had something in common, something he couldn't see until it was too late. At first, the signs were whispers, barely there. One would mock the waiter behind his back. Another always had a new feud with a friend every week. One couldn't sit in silence, not for a second, unless drama filled the room. But Rogers ignored it. He thought he was just being paranoid. After all, when you're starved for connection, even red flags can look like passion. Love makes you blind, but ego keeps you blind. Slowly, the chaos grew. It wasn't explosive at first, just a growing discomfort. His sleep got worse. His gut always felt tight. His smile forced. Fights became normal, manipulation subtle. He wasn't sure who he was anymore. And then it hit him, he didn't love them. He loved escaping himself. They were a distraction from his own stillness, a mirror reflecting the storm within. One evening, alone in his apartment, Rogers did something radical. Nothing. No texts, no calls, no music, just silence, just breath. For the first time, he didn't run from it. And in that stillness, something clicked. Peace wasn't loud. It wasn't a rush. It wasn't a fix. It was the absence of needing one. He realized what he had been chasing wasn't love. It was noise, and it was costing him his soul. He didn't hate the women. He didn't blame them. They were teachers, each one sent to show him a truth he refused to face. Evil doesn't always wear a mask. Sometimes it wears lipstick and laughter. Sometimes it flatters you, speaks your wounds fluently. But the signs? They were always there. He just wasn't still enough to see them. Not until now. Now Rogers sits in peace. Alone but not lonely. Cup of tea. A journal. Quiet mind. He knows what you chase is often what you're running from. And storms? They're not to be loved. They're to be respected, observed, and left behind when you finally choose silence over survival. So ask yourself, what storms are you calling love? And what signs have you been ignoring? If this hits something deep, don't scroll past it. Sit with it, then share it with someone who needs to stop chasing chaos and start choosing peace. And just like that, Rogers stopped chasing the storm and started living in the stillness. If this story made you pause, made you feel seen, or helped you reflect on your own journey, don't keep it to yourself. Like this video if it spoke to your soul. Subscribe to join a community that values wisdom over noise. Share it with someone who's chasing storms when they really need peace. This channel is for the thinkers, the seekers, and the quiet warriors. Thanks for watching. And until next time, stay still, stay aware, and stay true.